Okay. Good. So come on down onto your mat. If you have a ball and a strap, you can bring that. Just lay flat. Lay all the way flat with your knees bent. And take your hands onto your belly. Close your eyes. Sometimes just laying down on your mat and taking a few deep breaths is enough. Right? We scurry through the day so quickly, checking our phones, checking on our pets and our kids, busy, busy, busy. And so let's just start with 10 deep diaphragmatic breaths. And when I say diaphragmatic breaths, I mean like big, full breaths. So take a big, deep breath in and feel that breath occupy your entire torso. Then take a big, deep breath out and find a softening from your body, but also your mind. Inhale, almost like you're blowing up a balloon under your rib cage, expanding in all four directions. And exhale, let go of any worries, any distractions, any stress. Inhale through your nose, feel the body take up space. The breath push your skin away to the side, to the back, to the front. Exhale, release any distractions, any tension. 5 more breaths like this. Take a big sip of air. And pour it back out through your mouth or your nose, whatever comes more intuitively. Another deep breath comes in. Exhale to release. Breathe in and out. In out. And this last breath in, could you bring with it an intention to guide your practice? And exhale, let go of anything that might hold you back from getting. With all things remaining the same except your pelvis, can you just push your lower back into the floor, flicking your pubic bone up, feeling that imprint of your spine, and then move into the opposite action. Arch your lower back away from the floor, point your pubic bone down. That's it. Inhale, imprint, do that big posterior tilt, rounded back. Exhale, arch away from the floor. This is your anterior tilt. One more time, like in and out. And then you'll ease back through neutral, right through center, and just try to take that little bony structure at the base of your spine, your sacrum, and make circles with it. It feels a little bit sensual, a little bit risque. Just make little circles with your tail against the mat, and then try that in the other direction. Good. And now you're moving beyond circles. You can put your hands on your hips or down by your body into a figure 8. So imagine with that bony structure at the base of your spine, you could paint the number 8 on the floor. This is like your precursor to salsa lessons. Good. You go. Try that in the other direction. It's a really small movement, but super therapeutic for your pelvic floor. You're always breathing. All right, perfect. Come back into neutral. Take your hands and interlace your hands behind your right thigh. Reach your right leg up, point your toes. And then could you draw the number 8 with your right toes? And play around here. It's okay if the actual leg moves a bit too, but you might make it bigger, smaller. Cursive number 8. And then cognitive work, turn it into the opposite direction. So you're still drawing the number 8, but you're going the other way. Just accessing some of those tender ligaments in the foot. All right, perfect. At that, you can take your left leg into full extension. Really push your left leg down onto the floor. Point your right toes and pull that right thigh in towards your face. Your chin's probably perked up. Draw it down. Release your hands. And then you'll take a big circle with your right to the right. And this might be huge. It might go all the way down towards the floor and then soar over your left leg towards the left. It might be really small. Okay, so don't worry about the shape. Just find some sensation that fuses strength and organic energy, that soft, fluid movement. Try that in the other direction. Flip the leg all the way over to the left. And then lock down. You got it. Maybe you close or shorten, shrink your circle a little. Just feel that out. The next time that leg comes through center, reach it all the way up. Reset your chin into your chest, put your toes on your right foot, flex your left leg, and push your left leg into the floor. This is hard work. Really push that left leg down, and then flex your right foot, press your heel to the ceiling, anchor your lumbar spine into the floor, and lower that right leg to up. Good. In place, point your right toes, reach the right leg as high as you can go, and then flex your foot slow and steady with really, really contained core and front ribs. You'll come up and down. It's like you're making paint strokes with your right foot here. The next time that right leg comes down to a hover, just hold it. Point your toes and make a small circle with that leg. Small circle. Good. 3 in one direction, 3 in the other direction. Breathe. And please pull your right knee into your chest, interlace your hands in front of that shin. This is a little wind relieving stretch. Really hug the knee in. You can stay here or bend into your right knee. Take your right hand to the outside of your foot. Happy baby pose. A big breath in. And out. Bend into your left knee. Set your right ankle across your left thigh. And then interlace your hands behind that left thigh. And lean a little bit to the left. Lean a little bit to the left. So now you're feeling that pull, that tension across your outer. Perfect. Unwrap your legs. Take that right leg long down on your yoga mat and just kick your left leg to the ceiling. Flex your right foot. Right leg is anchored. And then you're going to use the imaginary paintbrush of your left foot to paint the number 8. Cursive number 8. Round and round. Try it in the other direction. I wonder what these 8s would actually look like. If with the 8 on your toes, mine would not look like a number 8. Do one more like that. Any final stretches for the leg, and then pull again, nice and close. Good. Release your hands, point your toes. If you are going to crash into, you can move your body around, and you'll start to take circles with that left leg. So working on the single leg circle, you can think about the leg moving in isolation. Your right thigh remains really rooted and grounded. The torso's not wobbling around. And it's okay if you change the width or depth of this circle, making it smaller or bigger. Let's try that in the other direction. Good. 3. Amazing. Kick that left leg all the way up towards the sky. Flex that left foot. Flex your right foot. Think about anchoring through that right thigh, and then point your left toes and go all the way down to a hover. Flex the foot right above the floor. Use the strength of that thigh to pick it back up. You got it. Point your toes. Come on down to a hover. Flex your foot and pick. Really slow, controlled movements to start today. The next time that left leg comes down to a hover, could you pause just above the floor and take 3 circles in one direction? Breathe. Keep the right leg anchored. 3 circles in the other direction. Amazing. Bend that knee into your chest. Wind relieving pose. Hug, hug, hug it right in. Take a big breath. Maybe this transfers into happy baby, catching the outside of your left foot. And then you can bend your right knee and place the left ankle across your right thigh, catching yourself in for the needle. And with a little lean to the right, you might target deeper into your glute here. Big breath in and out. Amazing work. Come back through center. Plant your feet down onto the floor and just roll over onto your left side. Roll over onto your left side, or how about you roll over onto whatever side you can see the camera. We'll start there. Now you're going to either hold yourself up on your bottom hand or take it into full extension. Keep your top arm out in front. Bottom leg is bent here. Go ahead and lift your top leg and just draw circles with your top knee. So I'll use the cueing top and bottom in case we're flipped on different sides here. Yeah, just draw some circles with your top knee. And turn them around in the other direction. Make this feel really good so you can manipulate the size of your circle. Perfect. And then take your knees together. Keep that side line of your body lifted here. You're either on the bottom hand or the hands extended. Just open and close your top leg. Can you keep this really controlled? Yeah, you got it. Your traditional clamshell action. And you'll right away, probably today from the work we just did, start to feel the fire up in your glute. We're lifting and lowering here for 8. Good. Side body lifting 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that at the top and just take tiny little pulses up and down. You got it. You start to feel that burn right across the backside. Just 3, 2, 1, and then pick that whole leg up. Top leg lifts up. There's internal rotation for your shell arc to tap the knees, and then external rotation to tap your heels. Yeah, tap your knees and tap your heels. So keep going, but beware of moving the torso with you as you do this. Instead, freeze frame your upper body, suck up right beneath your lower ribs, and let the leg move in isolation. You got it. Good. 3 more shell arcs like this. 2 more. Last one, then just hover that top leg above your bottom leg, and like an elevator shaft, you're going up and down with that top leg. It's staying bent, it's just lifting a little bit beyond hip height and then back down to hip height. For 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Can you take that top leg into extension? Point your toes. Reach the leg forward. Tap your toes down on the floor. Lift the leg up and then drive the heel back. You got it. Reach the leg forward so it's just above your bottom knee. Internal rotation. Tap down. So we're coming in and out. Your glute is probably on fire at this point. We'll catch a break in a minute. Back and forth here 3 more times. 2. Last one, can you stay hovering just in front of, on top of that bottom knee? Internally rotate from the femur bone. So that top leg is pointing down, and then tap and lift, and that's it. Tap and lift. Try this for 3, 2, and 1. Come on down to your back. And here's that thread the needle again. So take your right ankle across your thigh, interlace your hands behind your left leg, and just find your breath here. Lots of hard, deep work in the thighs. Good. Let's get out of that glute just for a moment. Lay on your back, place your feet on the floor, and reach both arms to the sky. If you have weights, you could add weights here. Press your back ribs into the floor. Scoop your tail down, and then take your right arm up alongside your right ear, thinking about shoulder mobilization. Then bring it back. Left arm stretches back and return. So notice if your front ribs are flailing forward. Instead, can you anchor through your back ribs, scoop your tail up a little. Now we'll move into full arm scissors. So when you're ready, take your right arm up, left arm down. And then they'll come through center, right arm down, left arm up. Come through center, right arm up, left arm down. Switch. A few more like this. Back and forth. Last one. And when your arms reach back up through center, go ahead and pause there. Take your shoulders right off the floor. Stretch your fingers like you could touch the ceiling, and then push your shoulders back down into the mat. Go ahead. Push your fingers up, 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 and then push them back down. One more time. Reach your fingers up and press them down. Amazing. Take your hands behind your head. Lift your head, neck, and shoulder up off the floor. Feet are down on the floor. Let your head dangle heavy in your hands. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, lift up just 2 inches and then lower just 2 inches. So the smallest little crunches. You're not doing a full range of motion here. The full range of motion would be right down to the floor and back up. But instead, we're just coming up a few inches and dropping back down a few inches. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Lower down onto your head, onto the floor. Take your arms, reach them up. Take your legs, reach them up. And just start to move, almost like you're a bear walking through the woods. Yeah, so there's lots of really static, sticky movement in Pilates. Let's take not sticky, not static, stretchy bunny kind of movements here. I'm just wiggling around, no rules. And then you'll release back down to the floor. Place your hands beside your torso. Stack your feet, push your feet into the mat, lift your pelvis up. Bridge pose. Start with just a static hold. Anchor your feet down, plug your heels in, pick your glutes up. And then all you're going to do is drop your left hip a little. Push through that left hip and bring it back. And drop your right hip a little. And press through your right hip and bring it back. Yeah, try that a few more times. Left hip drops and lifts. Right hip drops and lifts. So one more time, left hip drops and lifts. Right hip drops and lifts. Brilliant. Lower down onto your back. Take your legs long and reach your arms up overhead, thinking about a roll up here. Inhale. And on the exhale, stretch your fingers up, tuck your chin into your chest, come all the way up, and roll right over your thighs. Just suspend here for a few breaths. Good. Lift your heart and chest back up. You'll flip your body around. So we can do that lateral work back down on the floor. Coming onto your side body, catch your head in your hands, bend your knees, heels set up behind your hips or below your knees. So whatever variation you prefer. Your top arm reaches down. The other arm comes out in front to stabilize. All right, clamshell. So the one action here you need to focus on is zipping up through the side of your body. Like if I came around with a pencil and tried to shove it under, it would be able to glide under your lift and lower that top knee. Good modifications too. You can always do this work from standing. Opening and closing. So not too many reps. We've worked the glutes a lot in our starting sequence. We're just here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that at the top and try 8 little pulses. Beware of the rocking action. Keep that top hip forward. You're pulsing that leg. 3 more, 2 more, 1. Good. Take a little break here. Inhale. Exhale. Lift up that whole top leg. Now, femur bones internally rotating. Feel that big action and then externally rotating. Right? So this isn't just like a sloppy, boppy movement back and forth. It's really controlled. That's the difference between functional movement and aesthetic movement. So it might look cooler if we go really fast, but it's not going to work as powerfully. 3 more shell arcs, just like that. Side body lifting. Awesome. And then hover that top leg above the bottom leg and just lift and lower. Lift and lower. You got it. 3 more. 2 more. And last one. Now extend that top leg. Point your toes. Anchor through the top hand here out in front. Reach your top leg forward. Find that internal rotation and tap the toes to the floor. Pick it up and drive it back with control. Yes. Come forward. Internal rotation to your tap. Kick it back. Here we go. Let's try this for 5. Breathing for 4. You got it. Just 3, 2. On 1, hold that top leg out, hovering just above the bottom leg. You'll tap and lift. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oof. Give your bum a little massage. And then come back down onto your back. Reach your arms up and do this. Do this weird movement that just feels good. It doesn't have a name. It's not a yoga pose. It's not a Pilates pose, but sometimes it just feels good to move the body. Yeah. plug your feet into one another, like plugging them into an electrical socket. If you can reach your hands behind your feet, go ahead and do that. Hug them in. You might even lift your head here a little. Just take a big breath in. And amazing. Reach your arms up and stretch your legs long, and then crawl way up through your roll up, fold down into yourself, and stay here and catch 5 deep breaths here. Now, if you've got socks on that don't have grippies, I've still got my like smart wool winter socks on. You can take your socks off for the next little portion of our practice. We'll cross our legs to come back onto all fours. So you've done all of this really challenging, focused, isolated muscular work. Let's find some ease and some stretch. Inhale, all fours, drop your belly, lift your heart and chest up. Exhale to cat. Find 5, please, at your own pace, your own count. And then steady yourself here through center. Just step your right foot forward between your hands. Right foot comes forward between your hands. Really tiptoe that foot forward so you get a nice big deep angle on your back thigh. You can use blocks under your hands here if that's helpful. Find length through your heart and chest. Take a big breath in into your left quad. And then when you exhale, can you walk your hands back? Again, you could use blocks under your hands. Straighten your right leg, lift up your right foot, and fold over that right leg. Now, if you tilt your hips over to the right at all, maybe move your torso, you'll find a different stretch in a different place. So play around. Good. Walk your hands forward again, but bring them to the inside of your right foot. Get really low. Get really low. And perhaps you even roll onto the outside of your right foot, winging that right knee out to the side. Some of you perhaps come down onto your forearms. So this is a lizard lunge. Lots and lots of stress and tension in your outer right here. Good. You can stay here, or maybe you press that right thigh away, either from the left elbow or from the left palm. There's this possibility of bending into your right knee, reaching back and catching the foot. And if that's instantly shocking, even just hearing it, it's probably not for you, right? So take it easy. Good. Let's release back down. Take that right leg, bring it back behind you. Spread your fingers nice and long. Push through your palms and lift up and back into a downward dog. And then you're pedaling one foot and then the other. Your head dangle between your hands. This modification would be child's pose instead. Perfect. Drop down onto your knees and take your left foot between your hands. So you're starting with the low lunge. Come up onto your blocks or your fingers. Get a nice long line on your right hip. And then you'll tiptoe your hands back, layering your torso over your left thigh. Flex your left foot. Breathe into your hamstring here. Walk your hands forward again. Heel toe your left foot out. Roll onto the outside edge of that foot. You can always pad that knee. Either from your hands or down onto your elbows, you start to marinate in this really juicy, deep stretch. Now you choose, do you stay here or do you work bend into that right knee, your right elbow, or your hand? You can reach back with your left hand and find yourself in a pretzel shape, essentially. Breathing into all those different pieces and parts. Perfect. Come on back through center. Take it easy. Send your left leg back and pick your hips up. Downward dog. Big deep breath comes in here. Exhale. From here, could you step your right foot between your hands? Now keep your left hand where it is. Roll your right arm up. Easy rotation here. Right arm can come to your hip or to the sky. Left leg is lifted. Keep squeezing your inner thighs together. Thank you. Take your right hand to the outside of your right foot. You're still on the ball of your left foot. Lift up your right toes and walk your hands back, maybe on blocks. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Lower the torso to your right. You got it. Drop that right foot onto the floor. This is a careful, slow transition. Climb up your right leg into a high lunge. Take your arms, reach them forward. Maybe your arms reach all the way up. Hold and breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, with ease, open to the left, find warrior 2. Hold and breathe here. Right knee at 90 degrees, gaze over your right fingers. Drop your left hand down your back thigh, reach your right arm up, stretch that whole right side body. And then place your right elbow onto your thigh and kick your left arm alongside your ear. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push through your feet, lift yourself up. Turn both toes to face the left long edge of your mat. Place your hands onto your hips, lift your heart and chest up, look up. And now you're folding forward, fold forward at the hips, big, deep, wide-legged forward fold. Your hands can come down beneath your shoulders and give you a second to perch up. And then you'll release entirely, shearing the backs of your hamstrings, let your head collapse. Breathe here. Good. Walk your hands back beneath your shoulders. Turn your left toes or your front toes to face the front of your mat, your back toes to face the front of your mat, and climb forward before pressing back into downward dog. Now you can flush through a cat-cow here or come forward to high plank. Lower halfway. Inhale into an upward dog. Exhale into a downward dog. Lots of control. Step your left foot between your hands. Keep that right hand anchored. Stretch your left arm all the way up to the sky. Keep scissoring your inner thighs together. Breathe. Deep, full breaths. Lower your left hand down. Keep on the ball of your right foot. Lift the ball of your left foot up. So that front leg is lifting, foot is lifting as you come into another hamstring stretch. Drop your left foot, take it slow, climb up your left thigh. Arms come just out in front. Lots of strength in your back leg, and then maybe your arms reach up. 5 breaths here. 4, sink deep into that left knee, but relax your toes. Now we'll open warrior 2. Look over your front fingers. Strong legs, steady breath. Take your back hand down your back thigh, reach your right arm or your front arm up and back. And you'll cruise forward into extended side angle pose. Find that internal rotation of your upper arm and then plug the shoulder blade back. Flick your pelvis forward. And really press through the outside edge of your right foot. Push through both feet. Lift everything all the way up. Turn both toes to face the long edge of your yoga mat. And take your hands, this time interlace them behind you. Scoop your shoulders in, lift your heart and chest up. Lower down. Your hands can come to the floor or stay bound. Big shoulder release here. Amazing. Lower your hands down to the floor. Take your time, turn both toes towards the front of your mat. Step to the front of your mat. Open your feet mat distance apart, toes pointing to the side, and come down into Malasana, squat pose. So some of your heels might be lifted, some might be anchored. Only here for 5 breaths. Push your elbows into your thighs. Squeeze your elbows with your thighs. Lengthen through your spine. And then you can let it go. Sit down onto your bum. Take your left leg down on the floor and step your right leg over top of it. Left leg on the floor, right leg over top. We're rotating here. So if you have rib cage issues, you don't want to do a big twist, you can stay neutral. Otherwise, right hand comes behind you, left hand stacks against that right thigh, and then you push into your body like it's a resistance band to find rotation. Amazing. Unravel. Take that all the way over to the other side. And then lean back onto your hands just to switch. Switch over to the other leg. Good. And you'll find your rotation in the other direction. Big long spine. Push down through that right thigh. And rotate at the rib cage. Amazing. Come back through center, do a little counter twist. In neutral, you'll unwrap both legs and take your body down onto the floor. Hug your knees into your chest. Pick your head up, kiss your knees if you can. Lower, open your arms wide, set your feet mat distance apart, and just lock your knees from left to right. The next time your knees come through center, let them cave into one another. So feet nice and wide, knees caving into one another. You can close your eyes and take Shavasana like this today. Or stretch your legs long, long, long. Relax your arms. And lay flat here. We have about 3 minutes of final rest. We'll start with controlled guided. So go ahead and take a long, deep breath in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going, keep breathing. Even if you have 1,000 things to do today, Try to stay present and committed for the next 2 minutes of Shavasana. I will remind you to come out in 2 minutes' time. Enjoy. You become aware of your breath again. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take a breath in, stretch your arms long and your legs long. Maybe they get a yawn, a big yawn here. You can bend into your knees, curl onto either side of your body. Then pull yourself up to a comfortable cross-legged seat. You'll tuck your hands at your heart center. Bow your head into your hands and thank yourself for practicing, moving, for breathing. Take a long, deep breath in and let it go. Namaste.